I had 3 at a synagogue. And from speaking to other women, I'm not the only one. Or they put these metal pieces in your vagina and they extract whatever, and you don't know whether they're pulling out your womb or something's going on.
I used to run a Christian magazine. I wrote about TB Joshua on the front page. You know, I even tried to speak to his people, spoke to his PA. Let me speak to TB Joshua. These are the allegations that was given to me by someone who spent 14 years there as a deputy prophet. The next thing I got, death threats. So there's no way TB Joshua held my magazine in his church on TV and telling people this is not of God. Please tell us about that shrine, that cult,
exactly.
that place that is not a church.
Exactly.
Oh my God!
He's a ritualist.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
And people don't know.
People don't know.
African magic, black magic, that's what you see there.
Before you begin to speak about TB Joshua, you said something again when we were talking the other day that you used to go and whisper to TB Joshua. you say, Daddy, before you close.
That person there.
That person, the one I told you about, just got money.
Prophesy.
Please don't forget to prophesy on that one. And that time, they are playing an advert on TV.
People are just insulting me left, right, and center, left, right, and center. Guys, if it's going to put food on your table, continue insulting Sihle Sibisi. But a case had to be opened because all of a sudden I'm getting random calls from people I don't know who are threatening my life because they are saying I am part of the faction that wants to bring down the king. They are saying I'm part of the faction that wants to destroy the kingship. So I wasn't going to keep quiet and not go open a case because we have seen how assassinations are happening in this country. Moreover, I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and then the next thing I'm gunned down tomorrow. God forbid, what will happen to my 2 children? So I had to open a case. On top of that, the very video that is circulating on TikTok, if you guys took time to go to that very TikTok account and find out who is the owner of that TikTok account, that TikTok account is owned by one of the elders, an uncle of Ms. Suzulu. Moreover, I must emphasize, I've spoken to Queen Maisela, guys. Not once, not twice, but a couple of times. Because when I was at the royal house in Ulundi, the king himself did not hide to his wife, Queen Maisela, that I was there. Everybody knew I was there. I mean, I was even taken to Wakangela. I was taken to Richards Bay. I was taken, she knew I was there. To a point where the king wanted us, me and Queen Maisela, to work together. I'm there to Stolile, yeah! Intimately so. Bengivuka emashidini girl, Stolile, are you happy? Yes, Stolile. And we're friends, we're buddies, we're best friends. How? When ungahlala ungaqhumi indoda enhle kanje ngomfethu?
Obviously come to you reporting sad and very devastating news after one of the ladies who was on TB Joshua's documentary, who is also one of his former disciples, has been very vocal about her encounter with the late Nigerian prophet after she shared very heartbreaking news that she lost her daughter, Tsepang Kanyisile, today on the 11th of January 2024. You guys, Tsepang was only 11 years old. A couple of minutes ago, Sihle went to her Facebook page, the Kwanele Foundation, and announced that her daughter has unfortunately passed away. She wrote this post there on her page. She said, "Death, where is your sting? Today, death took my beloved daughter and best friend, Tsepang Kanyisile, known as TK, our young Kwanele Foundation ambassador. Death, you are cruel. Rest, my angel." Now, unfortunately, you guys, details surrounding cause of death are still unknown at the moment. Condolences to her mother, Sihle, you guys, the rest of the family, and May her precious soul rest.
Mr. Malusi Sibisi, you know the hitman that Sihle hired. Why are you quiet? Matilda Sibisi, Okoroji, and Simobile Dube are accomplices to Sihle Sibisi's murder crimes. By this, what do I mean? They know the truth about how Sihle murdered her husbands, but they choose to keep quiet. They must speak out and say the truth. Because they know that Sihle hired hitmen to kill both the husbands. How can two men die the same way? As you all know, I'm an advocate of truth, a rigid, radical, and tenacious strong man who is an extreme investigator when I am pushed to reveal the truth. I made a call to a detective, Detective Molefe of Lenasia. The one who was in charge of one of the murder cases, and he told me that indeed there is a pending case of murder. And I want you to listen to my conversation that I had with him.
I'm not a cow, bitch. Vote. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet, wet, wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your pants of pressure.
Vault Unlocked.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle, and this is the Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, and in this video we are going to be talking about Sihle Sibisi. Now, this lady is one of the ladies that was in the BBC documentary about TB Joshua, right? And as sad as her story is, as sad as everybody's story is, I couldn't help but notice that I actually know this lady from somewhere on the internet. Not so long ago, Sihle was actually going through some dramas on the internet where she was recording a king that she was involved with. So she was the side chick to this king. I don't know if it's the Swati king or the Zulu king, right? And there was some kind of controversy around that situation. What I want to say in this video is that we need to look out for this lady. I'm getting some very, very slimy vibes from her. TB Joshua is not the only prominent man that she has been said to be involved with by herself. She's the one that is coming out with this information continuously. Now, in the video that was out a few weeks or months ago, I think it was months, she was recording herself while that king person was sleeping on her lap. Very dingy, very shady. People that do that type of thing are people that want us to know that, oh, I was with this person or I am with this person. And she went on to do lives or interviews, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, where she was explaining how she is involved with this prominent king.
I didn't go out looking for Ubayete, one. Number two. And when Ubayete finally found or got me, ushelile. Wabona intombi wayithanda washela ngaqoma. Is that my sin? The fact that His Royal Highness, one of the most powerful men in the country, fished Sihle Sibisi out. I was invited, and instead, wangishela ngaqoma. Is that my sin?
It gets you kind of wondering. And this is not the first time she's involved in these scandalous church situations. You guys can recognize that lady by her hairline. You know, the first time I saw her on the BBC documentary, I was like, I know this lady, man. I know this lady from somewhere. And now 1 + 1 is 2. So it's not the first time that this lady is involved with a prominent man. And it's in a shady, controversial way. It's not the first time that this lady is involved in these nasty church people situations. It's like trouble follows her wherever she goes. That must make you actually wonder, Uguti, why is trouble following that lady? What is it about that lady that she finds herself in these situations? It seems to me like, and this is just my opinion, she is looking for clout. She is looking for attention. She's looking for stardom. She wants to be known by the public. Because why record yourself while your man is sleeping on your lap just to show everybody I was there? If that's not the case, well, what else could it be? Because I don't know any other rational person that just does that. I don't even do that when I'm chilling with my man. If he's in the video, got mistake, either I try to blur him out or you just see a little bit of a glimpse. But obviously he's not a well-known person. It seems like she goes out of her way to get intertwined with these well-known men. There is something about that lady that we need to be aware of, right? I don't want to invalidate her claims on the BBC documentary. Obviously, there's multiple other people that have come out to say that this situation did occur with the late TB Joshua. But there's something about her that is very, very slimy. And then let me tell you guys, today I found out that her daughter passed away. Condolences to the family and RIP to the baby girl, right? Yesterday was the 11th. These numbers are very important, especially in these occultic circles. Like, apparently, allegedly, TB Joshua was also involved in these occultic things, right? So these numbers are very important. Her daughter passed away on the first month of 2024, on the 11th. Can anybody guess how old the daughter was? I'll wait. Yeah, she was 11. So it was 1/11/11. And yesterday was actually the first full moon of the year. Kind of makes you wonder, what the hell is actually going on with that lady? But I'm bringing this up not because, I'm trying to start something. I'm bringing this up because it's important for this video and anything that pertains to this woman. Now, when she was busy in these occultic churches and stuff like that, her husband passed away. Husband number one. And even though she was intertwined about TB Joshua, she remarried while she was mixed up in all that nonsense. And I guess what happened to her husband number two? He perished. Unfortunately, I don't know the dates of these deaths, right? But I do know the one of her daughter. And now, right after the BBC documentary comes out, that poor little girl passes away, her daughter, and she announces it to the world. I don't know. If it was me and a family member or somebody that I really love dearly had passed away, I'm not coming onto the internet to announce it and share my condolences. It's my family member. I'm in grief. I'm mourning. I will come back maybe and tell you guys after I've disappeared, guys, this is the reason why I disappeared, because I was going through the situation. But she could not wait. On the very same day she announces it online, on the first month, on the 11th, and her daughter was 11 years old, and it was the first full moon of the year. Now, I'm not trying to say anything about anything, but if you guys know, then you know what it sounds like or what it looks like. That's not the only crazy freaky deaky thing. Jay Israel has now come out after this BBC documentary has come out, and he was saying that he stands with TB Joshua because he knows the women that are coming out and making these claims. And one of the women in particular that he knows, or that he says he knows, is Sihle. He says that she's a fraudster. Because even one of the cases of one of the husbands that has passed away, there is actually an ongoing investigation of deliterization with the M word, like murder bongs, you know. We have to be careful. There's an ongoing investigation of how the guy perished. Khonali, some kind of situation, the insurance. I just find it very strange that when she's starting to blow up, her daughter also passes away. I just find it very strange that people that she apparently allegedly loves just keep on passing away.
I can see you are holding your mouth in disbelief and shock. My name is Jay Israel, and this is not child's play. I bite like a pit bull and I ravage like a tiger. When I start, I don't stop. I go to extremes until the truth is out. If this evil woman can do all this just to feed her drug cravings, what makes you think she will deny the offer from BBC to slander an innocent man in exchange for money? What makes you think she won't jump for an opportunity to play victim for cash? Since she's a very good actor, a master manipulator, and a serial liar.
And is it really coincidental? I don't believe in coincidences. Is it really coincidental that the daughter who was 11 would pass away on the first month of the 11th? Now the numbers do actually matter. This matrix is run by numbers. And the people that do the creepy voodoo shit, they believe very much in these numbers. It is important for them to do their stuff. I'm not saying that that woman is involved in anything like that. I don't even know what you're thinking about type of situation. But if you put 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 together, you can see what the number comes to yourself. You don't need me to tell you what it's starting to look like. And I promise you this, you guys, and I'm a very good judge of character. There's something funny and slimy about that lady. We are not going to sit here and invalidate what she has said about TB Joshua or any other woman that has come out to make their claims. But I'm just saying, there's something funny about that lady. And I'm not talking about her hairline. Right? Anyway, another thing I wanted to say is that this woman was intertwined with TB Joshua, who is said to be a very, very, very bad man, who is possibly, or was possibly, part of the occult, right? This brotherhood type of situation, this African brotherhood. You can't even say really African brotherhood. It's an international brotherhood type of situation. And this does actually really exist, these groups of people. If she was intertwined with that guy as one of his disciples, don't you feel like it is possible that she picked up some tips and tricks of how to manipulate people, first of all, and how to do these creepy, dark 3 a.m. things? I find it very strange that you can be involved in something like this. I guess it does happen. People become traumatized and they become really effed up in the head, right? Well, they are in these occultic situations. But there was a part in, there was an interview she did with Ricky, where she spoke about when TB Joshua was doing the do with her, he was in this red robe. And it was all mystical and strange, right? I just feel like any rational, normal person, once you are put in that situation and you can see this freaky dicky shit happening, red robes and all of that, you start to question, what the hell is actually going on here? Why is this 12-12 session not a normal 12-12 session? Because if you listen to the BBC situation, that guy, TB Joshua, didn't put a gun to anyone's head. Maybe he was involved in the occultic world and was able to sprinkle people to do his will or to fear him and act in a certain way that was favorable to him. But I'm just thinking, if I was in that situation, I would be like, there's something funny going on here. So if you're a person that doesn't see that, I feel like you stay in those situations because you have something to gain. You have something, or you think you are going to benefit in some kind of way, and you just let these things happen to you because so many years. And you can feel in your heart of hearts that something is wrong, but you still continue. And then all the deaths surrounding her of the people that she truly loves. She has a book out detailing what happened with her and TB Joshua and the church. Obviously, I feel like at this point, if anybody's going to buy any of these disciples' books, you're wasting your time because the documentary is out. They had a moment to sell those books. It didn't work. It's only working now because the truth is going to be exposed. But the truth is also going to be exposed by the dingy people who are trying to expose their truth. We were not there. We can just sit and be like, oh, wow, type of situation. There is something very funny and slimy about that lady. She does not seem as clear-cut as she is. And it does happen that some of the victims in these situations then become the villains. But it seems like when you look at her history, she's been playing for that team. Some of the victims in these stories are also villains. And they stay in these situations because it is beneficial for them. It just seems to me like this lady is always trying to be included or around prominent men. Do you understand? And that video which was recording the prince or the king guy just tells you that she's a cloud chaser as well. It's really hard to feel sorry for a person that does these things or has this kind of pattern, portrays this kind of pattern. So Jay Israel, another slimy guy, who's part of the dark world. I think, in my opinion, he's still part of the dark world. There's something funny about that guy. He's one of, you know the Greys. The Navy Greys. These people, that lady is definitely part of the Navy Greys, if you ask me. Right? Especially her hairline. There's something dingy about her. And Jay Israel is coming out to say that she is dingy. There's that case of the death of one of her husbands, and she just seems to want to be involved in these things all the time. There's something funny about her, and we all need to question her. I don't know about everybody else that was in the documentary. I just wanted to speak about her because from day one when I saw in the documentary, I was like, "Ay man, this one you corner into it off." You understand what I mean? She's everywhere, and I feel like she can't help it. If you are one of those people that wants to get your 15 minutes of fame or you want this notoriety, when it comes, have your moment. And if you've done dingy things that could potentially come out, have your moment and step away. I feel like that's what a normal dingy person would do. But nakhona, they want the fame, they want the attention, they crave it. It's not coincidental that the TB Joshua situation comes out. And right after that, unfortunately, her baby girl passes away. It kind of ended off. Very, very off. Alright? But of course, we're not going to invalidate anyone's story. I'm just saying, take a look. Take a little, not even a little, take a deep look at her and her actions that she's been portraying on these internets or just in general. It's giving Rosemary Love, in my opinion. Apparently, allegedly, type of situation. Right? Let me know what you guys actually think in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And baby, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.